all you beautiful gamers out there. My name is Totem Lord, and you might be asking yourself, who the heck is Totem Lord? Well, to give you a simple rundown of it, I am a gamer as a matter of fact, and I've been gaming ever since the NES era of video games. Also, I am a collector of video games, physical copies per se. Now you might be saying to yourself, there's lots of great channels where there's YouTube gamers, and they're very informative, and you're absolutely right. There's like Nintendo Life and the Switch Force, which are great for reviewing Nintendo stuff, showing you what they're all about and reviewing them, and lots of fun stuff like that. There's also the Angry Video Game Nerd, who's very funny and shows you like great videos of the crappy old games that you probably don't want to play, but he'll play them for you. And you also have people like RGT85 and Scott the Woz that do all types of crazy stuff across different platforms, which are very fun to watch. And that's just to name a few of them. The reason why I'm creating these videos is because I noticed that there's kind of a lack in the physical copies of video games these days, and I think that we need to, give them a little bit more love, a little bit more attention, because really, let's take a look at what we used to have. One game I wanted to show off was Dragon Warrior. Back in the day, this is the stuff we used to get. We used to get, sweet box, the back, which told you all about the video game. Lots of information here. Oh my god, you got some shots of the video game. Sometimes the old games even like told you if it was one player or two. And anywho, that's what we used to get. And also, they'd come with a sweet manual. These manuals, we really don't see them much anymore. I mean, they might throw them in here or there, but back in the day, they used to be something awesome. You'd get a map sometimes, you'd get the story, you'd get characters, and they put lots of work into these things, and they were very cool, very collectible. Other ones like Legend of Zelda came with a gold cartridge, came with a map, and other games did that too, like Final Fantasy III and other RPGs, just to name a few. Sega was actually probably a little bit better about this because they gave you a really hard case. Now these things, they really protected the game, and they're really awesome. They have a slot right there for the manual, a nice spot for the game itself, which is going to hold it in place, and it's not going to go anywhere. Probably the start of the decline, which I'm not picking on Capcom. I think I'm going to bring them up a couple times in this video, and not trying to pick on them. I love them to death. But this is Mega Man 7, X7, sorry. One thing that kind of illustrates the decline, which this actually isn't going to work. But anyway, we have the manual right here, the disc, and this is cool. They have a spot right here for the memory card. But when you actually open it up, there's actually no color, which, not really a big difference. Still really cool, very collectible. And let's see, where is that other one? If you look at the Nintendo 3DS, now they came off to a great start. The physical copies, this one is probably like one of the best ones that the 3DS came out with, in my opinion. It's actually a holographic cover there. The back's really cool. Neat little protector sleeve right there for you. And what was even cool about that is the booklet. It had all the bios of the characters, how to do their moves, and it's over 60 freaking pages. That is amazing if you ask me. Which I know you didn't, but hey, there's my opinion anyway. However, then we got to a really big drop in physical copies. Like, we have Mario Party, the top 100. It's a pretty alright game. Cover's not too bad, but here's the problem. They stopped putting effort into these things, and that's kind of a big letdown if you ask me. Physical copies to me are wonderful because if you're kind of on the fence about buying a game and somebody else owns a copy, they can hand it to you and say, hey, here you go, and if you want to go out and buy it. Now there are benefits to downloading your games. I mean, for one, you can download some games. You can pre-download your game and receive it at midnight, and when you wake up, it's right there in the morning, and you can play it, which is super cool. I like that. But when I can, I like to go out and buy the game itself. For one, it saves on storage. For two, they used to put a lot of effort into it. The artwork was cool. It was very informative. You could read the actual story if they didn't put it in the video game. But let's check out some of the newer games, like on the Switch here. Here's a game that everybody knows. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Freaking sweet game. Everybody knows that. If you don't, check it out. If not, hey, I'm not really here to sell you the game. Anyway, the artwork, I love it. We have Link here looking over the landscape of Hyrule. Kind of an epic, picture right there. The back is, I don't know. It's kind of lacking if you ask me. It's very minimal in information, but honestly, most people know Zelda, so I can see why they kind of skimped over that part a little bit. And you open it up on the inside, and it does have some artwork. That's kind of cool. They do actually have a slot in here for the Switch games that have a manual, but and why they skimped out on them, I don't know. I mean, there's probably like a business aspect to it, but as somebody who goes out and buys games, that's kind of disappointing, and I'm sure that there's other people that feel that way. So look at other games like this, like Mario. Very colorful. It's got a little bit more information on the back there. Even tells you how many players are there. Open it up, and again, it's kind of bare bones, really, if you look at it. What is a little bit cool about this is it gave you the lyrics to Jump Up Superstar. Okay, there could have been more, but I guess that's something. But like I said earlier in my video, kind of picking on Capcom here, not for any particular reason. I actually love their games. I think that they're great. Games like Mega Man, Street Fighter, Monster Hunter, Resident Evil. Now, if you look at Mega Man, it is pretty cool, it's got both collections in one package. I like that. The back is pretty informative. It tells you all the Mega Man games that you're getting. And I apologize for that glare. It sucks doing this on my phone. Not very high tech here. But anyway, Mega Man, when you open it up, the artwork is not there at all. Kind of disappointing when you go out and spend $40 of your own hard-earned money. But one thing that Capcom did that I thought was super cool, and the reason why it makes it pretty worth it to be a gamer, if you ask me, or collector, sorry, is the cloth that they give you. That's actually kind of a neat little perk to buying it. I mean, sure, no matter what, I will always, go out and buy the physical copy of the game, but that's kind of a neat reason to, invest like that. Now, other games, like I said, sorry Capcom, not picking on you, just the games I grabbed. Street Fighter. Was really excited to get this. I still love the game. I think it's cool. It tells you all the games that are on the back. It's very informative. Tells you if it's online. Gives you some sweet screenshots of the game. But it didn't really. This one actually did not come with anything. That's pretty disappointing, when you're spending your hard-earned money on it. And like I said, I know that there's other people that feel that way. Now, there are actually some companies that do actually go the extra mile, for people like us, and that's cool. Sonic Forces. Now, I've actually had never played a 3D Sonic game, but then I went out and bought this. Kind of, took a leap of faith. I do believe that if you bought it a little earlier, like maybe the first couple of months, it actually gave you extras. Which, this one, the artwork is a little disappointing, but the extras are pretty sweet. It came with Joy-Con stickers. Not only that, a sticker to put on the middle of your Joy-Con controller there, which is really cool. And it actually came with DLC to use right away. So that's kind of a neat little perk of going out to the store and buying it, as opposed to just downloading it. Even games like Monster Hunter here, which this is the Japanese version. It's actually about a month till the American version comes out, but I couldn't wait. So I ordered it online, and which I didn't expect too much. Oh, actually, to be honest, I really didn't know what to expect. So, pretty cool artwork there on the front. The back, you know what, I really don't know if it's informative or not because I can't read Japanese. And like I said, I didn't really buy it for that. I mostly just wanted the game. But what was kind of cool is they did put effort in the artwork in there, and Capcom did actually go a little extra and gave you like a... It's really just a how to play the game manual. What it says to be sure, I don't know. I don't read Japanese, but that's just kind of an example of little things like that that really stick out, and I really wish that game developers would put into their game. Like I said, I'm sure it costs money, but wouldn't it be nice to go back to that point in time of gaming to where buying physical copies was really amazing. Now, here's a game that I'd like to share that I think is really cool. Now, the game itself, I do love Cave Story. I actually downloaded it on my 3DS and had a blast, but when I saw it came to the Switch, I was kind of on the fence about it. I was like, do I really need to double down and, get the game again? But when I checked it out, I was actually not disappointed. Front artwork, it's pretty cool. I like that, pretty cool picture. The back's very informative. I love the artwork. Downloading the game, I didn't, I had no idea, what to expect. It's very informative. Tells you about the game. It even says like, "Welcome to like your new favorite game" or something. Which is, I love that they're kind of lifting themselves up like that. But here's the cool thing. Open it up, and not only is there artwork on the inside, but there's really cool stuff in here. Like they gave you the soundtrack on this little mini disc, which works really great. I've actually listened to it. It's really cool. And they actually, whoops, they actually included a manual, and it's just like an old school NES manual. So things like that are the reason why I keep buying them. And like I said, with these videos, I would really love if we could get like a bunch of people to kind of unite and give ourselves a voice, and really give us back, the things that have been slowly dwindling away. So, anywho, if you'd be interested, I hope to do these videos, maybe not multiple times a month. I mean, once or twice. I do have a preview of the physical copy of Octopath Traveler coming up. So, and I got a couple of other that I've actually already pre-bought. So, I do have a couple more. If you're interested, maybe it'll even help you decide whether or not you want to download it or if you want to, actually own the game physically. So, if you have any comments, please leave them down below. How I can improve the channel. What did you think? How would you rate some games that you've seen? What do you think of some of these extras? Did you know about them? And like I said before, how can I improve? So yeah, let me know. I know it's kind of a dry video, but hey, stay tuned, all you beautiful gamers, and I will catch you next time.